Now, the 2020 NFL season for Michael Thomas was definitely not the greatest. I mean, he only had 40 receptions for 438 yards and 0 touchdowns. And he punched a teammate, and he barely even played in any games. And Saints fans definitely are not too happy with this. But something else that Saints fans might not be happy with is how Michael Thomas was throwing shots at his own quarterback, Drew Brees. So what is up, guys? Ativ here. And in this video, I'll be talking about why it's time for the Saints to let go of Michael Thomas. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Now, I will show you the tweets up on the screen, but Michael Thomas, he made 2 tweets that many people, including me, think were intended for Drew Brees. Now here's the first one. If a DB knows the QB can't throw the deep, they're going to play aggressive underneath with safety help over the top. And as we all know, Drew Brees, his deep ball was not it this season. And it really has never been, but this season it was even shorter, especially because of that injury that did not help at all. And Michael Thomas, he as well, being probably Drew Brees' best receiver, knows that Drew Brees can't throw the deep ball. But anyways, Michael Thomas is always running slants, but that was just the first tweet. Here's the second tweet, which was actually 2 minutes later. Anyone can cover you if you're running a shallow cross all day. Just play underneath. They're not throwing over your head. And again, more shots at Drew Brees. Since Drew Brees can't throw the deep ball, he's saying that he's not going to throw it over your head. So if you're running a shallow cross, then they can just play underneath, and they'll stop you all day long. So in my eyes, this is the beginning of the end for Michael Thomas. I think that he will get traded to a team for just some assets, maybe a really high draft pick and someone else. Because the Saints, they're going to look for a quarterback maybe if Drew Brees retires, which he probably will. And when Drew Brees, if he retires, then the Saints are going to need a high draft pick for a good QB. Because in my eyes, this draft class has a bunch of quarterback talent. So, if Trey Lance drops because his draft stock took a huge hit this season because of the small amount of games he played, whereas he only played one, Trey Lance might drop and they might be able to take him. And if Trey Lance doesn't drop, then maybe Mac Jones drops. I'm not sure how many teams will want Mac Jones. I hope that my Niners do take Mac Jones. But they could make a trade with another team to get Mac Jones with Michael Thomas. And Michael Thomas, statistically, he's been absolutely amazing. Let me tell you the stats. In his rookie season, 2016, he had 92 receptions for 1,137 yards and 9 touchdowns. In the next season, he had 104 receptions for 1,245 yards and 5 touchdowns. This was a Pro Bowl season for him. Then the next season, he led the NFL in receptions. He had 125 receptions for 1,405 yards and 9 touchdowns. That was a Pro Bowl season and a first-team All-Pro. And then the season after this, as we all know, he broke the record for the most receptions in a season. And he had 149 receptions for 1,725 yards and 9 touchdowns. And like I said earlier in the video, in the 2020 season, he only had 40 receptions for 438 yards and not a single touchdown. So Michael Thomas, he gets a lot of criticism because people say that he's the most overrated receiver and that he only runs slants and all of this and that he can't play deep. So sure, you can say that, but you can't deny that he is a great receiver nonetheless, and that he's probably a top 5 receiver. I was looking at Bleacher Report yesterday, and people were saying that Michael Thomas isn't a top 5 receiver. Someone even went as far to say he wasn't a top 10. When healthy, Michael Thomas is arguably the best. And his hands, they're amazing. He gets targeted so much, but he can catch it so much as well. And in my eyes, the Drew Brees-Michael Thomas combo was the best combo last season. But now, Taysom Hill or Jameis Winston will be his quarterback. So we'll see how that works. Well, I don't think they will. I think that Michael Thomas will get traded. But the thing is, he might not get traded to a great team because they're going to want a good draft pick. And I doubt that the Dolphins are... Well, actually, now that I think about it, I never really thought about it. But he might get traded to the Dolphins, you know? I mean, the Dolphins have the 3rd pick in the draft. And Michael Thomas is a great receiver, and they're looking for a great receiver. Because, I mean, they're going to either take Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith. Let's all be real here. Or they could take an established receiver in Michael Thomas. I don't know, maybe the Dolphins is a good fit for him. But anyways, I mean, I just want to make this video to tell you why I think this is the beginning of the end for Michael Thomas and why I think that he won't be on the Saints any longer. But yeah, leave your opinions below if you want, and this will be the end of the video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.